terms of automation, generally to reduce the manual effort, how exactly we are going to utilize all these programming concepts. Okay, all these things I'll try to talk about. All these things today and tomorrow. Okay, as an introduction. So let's start with the introduction about software. What is software, guys? Generally, anyone? What is your idea on software? Okay, someone picked. Software is an application. So technically, software is a collection of computer programs and related data that provides instructions for telling a computer what to do and how to do it. Generally, software is nothing but some application that is going to help us to complete the task, correct? What exactly this application is going to do? Application is going to help us to communicate with your computer. So you are going to get some help from your computer. This software is a collection of computer programs basically. Then immediately someone is going to ask me, what is the program meaning here? Program is nothing but an algorithm or set of instructions that we are going to write by using programming language. So software is collection of computer programs. Now program is set of instructions written in programming language to interact with your computer. Then next question is, what is programming language here? Programming language is nothing but the language that we are going to use to communicate with our computer generally, right? Let's say if I want to communicate with Vishal. So what is the language Vishal can understand? Vishal, which language you can understand?
Yeah, Hindi and English.
Hindi and English. So if I want to interact with Vishal, either I have to use English or Hindi as a communication medium. If I'm going to speak in Tamil, is it possible for you to understand?
I can't.
If I'll speak like Vishal Ungalku Tamil Theriyuma, then Vishal is going to tell me that what is this?
I
Is it
I
a
need
Chinese language?
I need to do the recording and search in Google Translator.
Yeah, that is what, right? So basically, whenever we are going to communicate with other person, what we are going to do, generally we are going to understand first, that person which language he can understand, basically. Whether he is going to understand Hindi, Telugu, or Hindi. So, what language he is going to understand first is what? First, we are going to identify, we are going to investigate. Then, whatever the help that you need, or whatever the help that you want to request from that guy, you are going to use same language to communicate with this guy, and then you are going to get the help. That is what generally we are going to do, correct? Now, the case here, when we are going to talk about software, now we want to interact with our computer. We need to get some help from our computer. So which language computer is going to understand, basically? There are multiple languages. If we are going to install different softwares, according to that, it is going to understand the language, right? That language, we are going to call it as programming language. How exactly Vishal is going to understand? Hindi language, right? Same way, whatever the language your computer is going to understand will be called as programming language. Now, whatever the help, let's say if I want to edit my photograph by using my computer, then I have to interact with my computer and I have to explain my computer, hey computer, can you edit this photograph? Can you increase the brightness? Can you correct every day that we are going to do, right? So all these things, you have to communicate with your computer by using programming language, basically. So that is what we are going to call it as programming language. So all the instructions like, edit this photograph, increase the brightness, all these things will be called as instructions. We are giving instructions to our computer. So all these instructions together, we are going to call it as what? Software. Simple. Understood, guys? Everyone? What is software and what is programming language? Everyone clear, right? Now, what is software? testing here. Now we understood what is software, what is programming language, what is an application. Now, finally, let's understand what is software testing here. Generally, software testing is nothing but the process of evaluating a software system or its components. That is what we are going to call it as software testing. What does it mean, Bharat? And I'm unable to understand your book definition. Can you explain little more with the simple words? Generally, nowadays, everyone is asking this question to ChatGPT, right? If ChatGPT is explaining something, immediately, can you explain in layman language or simple words? So, basically, the whole concept of software testing is, let's say, Bharat is running one offline grocery store. Let's take an example of Bharat is running one offline grocery stores. I used to sell different groceries in my grocery store, let's say. Now, due to Corona, most of the people are not comfortable to purchase the products offline because of so many fears and all. Let's take an example of currently the situation is bad and no one is ready to purchase the products from my offline grocery store. How can I continue my business? How can I sustain my business? Basically, the only option for me is at least I need to create one online shopping application, and then I have to update all the product details which I'm going to sell in my offline store. I have to update everything in this online application so that at least whoever want to purchase the product, they can place the order. I can send them all these products through some courier service, right? But as a shopkeeper, I don't know how to build this software application, right? I don't have any knowledge how to create this particular application and how to accept the orders through online. All those things I don't know. I know only how to sell the products, how to sell groceries. That's the only thing I know. That's the reason what exactly I'm going to do here. I'm going to reach out any one of the software organization. So whatever the budget I'm having, within the budget, whoever is going to build the software application to sell all my products, I'm going to reach out, different organization, and which one is going to give me more confidence, and then more with less amount. Definitely, I'll go to that particular company and I'm going to explain my requirement. Generally, in this story, we'll understand both requirement as well as software testing. Okay, let me share my other screen. So hope everyone able to see my screen, right? Other screen, board, digital board, everyone.
Yes, available.
Okay, thank you. So now what exactly I'm going to do once I'm going to reach out the software organization, then immediately I'm going to explain about my requirement. Requirement meaning here I'm going to explain like what are all the groceries currently I'm selling in my offline grocery store. What are all the different products I used to sell, all those details at the same time from the online shopping application with my little knowledge, because I'm also using Amazon, I'm also using Flipkart and some other website I'm using since long, right? With that knowledge, I'm going to explain about my requirements. See, my application also look like a Amazon. My application also should display all the products with the beautiful images. Below that, there should be add cart button. There should be favorite button. And then, within the payments, cash and delivery should be there. Debit card option should be there. Internet banking option should be there. And then whenever they want to send me the feedback, there should be option to send the feedback. And mainly, we want to display my phone number so that anyone having doubts they can call to this number. So this is what I'm explaining each and everything to these guys, software guys, all the expectations from my side on this e-commerce application. Basically all these expectations explained by Bharat to build this particular application as a client, we are going to call it as requirement. So each and every instruction I'm going to explain them, they are going to clearly note it down. Earlier days, what they are going to do is they are going to take one Word document, MS Word document, and They are going to note it down, each and everything in a template, basically. Each and every software organization nowadays, they are maintaining the templates. And within the template, each and every instruction I'm explaining, they are going to fill up. This is what we are going to call it as requirement document. Nowadays, no one is following these Word documents and all. Directly, they are going to open Confluence tool. Confluence, Jira, all those definitely would have heard about. And recently, not even Confluence. Nowadays, people are using Azure DevOps. Within the Azure DevOps, there is a Team Foundation Server, TFS. I mean, slowly you will understand that, and I'll give you the access to all those things. Okay, so that is also kind of a Word document with even more better features. Basically, they are going to note it down all these, expectations from the client in the document, and this is what we are going to call it as requirement document. So once they are going to get the requirement document and the budget is finalized and timelines are fixed, everything, once they are going to discuss about everything, then they are going to start the development process, and then they are going to build the application as per the Bharat expectation, as per the client expectation. Basically, this is the application they are going to build with some online shopping application with all the products they are going to create like this. Once they are going to build this particular application based on the requirements provided by Bharat, is there any guarantee that this application is going to satisfy 100% expectations provided by Bharat? Is there any guarantee, guys? We don't know, right? What do you say?
It depends upon the requirement only. Basically,
Yeah, we
when
don't know. I
fulfill the
mean,
requirement. Yeah,
yeah, we don't know. Just like that, if developer is going to develop the application until Bharat is going to check this application as a client, we don't know whether Bharat is going to like this application, whether Bharat is not going to like this particular application. And first of all, we don't know how many issues we are going to have within the application, whether we'll be able to properly place the order or not. We don't know. Just like that, correct? Just to make sure what exactly we are going to do, that's the reason. Especially, we don't want to take a chance. Let's say if you are going to develop the product without properly checking this particular product features, everything, if I'm going to call the client and if I'm going to give this particular product to our client, your product is ready, and then you can use the application like that. If you are going to just like that, you are going to give them, if they are going to identify any issues and all, what will happen next time? They are going to give you the project. Next time they are going to do some business with you guys. No,
this is
right?
first and last time
This is the first and last time, as you said.
with that
Definitely,
company.
they are not at all going to give any more projects, right?
Yeah,
That's the reason. That's the reason. Always, what we are going to do before we are going to submit this particular product to our client from our organization, within the organization, we are going to maintain separate set of team members to verify this particular product. How exactly client is expecting this particular product? Everyone know, right? Because client already explained clearly, this is what I want to see, this many products, this many groceries I want to include, and then this many options I want to include. All those details this guy clearly explained initially. Now, whether whatever the product that we developed are matching with this requirement or not, he explained about in the phone number to display in the home page, whether that is there or not. He explained about different groceries to display within the home page, whether those details are not, available or not. He explained about almost 5 different payment features to accept, whether those things are available or not. He explained about feedback mechanism, whether those details are available or not. And he also explained about different details about this particular product, and other screens related to that. All those things are added or not. We are going to compare before we are going to deliver this particular product to our client. Got it? This particular process only we are going to call it as what?
Software
Software
testing.
testing. Got it, everyone? Comparing the actual product developed by the developer with the requirements provided by our client is what the overall concept of software testing. During the software testing only, we are going to understand whether your application is whatever the application is developed, that is working fine or not. If there is any issue, then we are going to immediately fix this particular issue and then we are going to deliver that. Next question immediately, who is going to perform this software testing? Whoever developed this particular application, whether they are going to perform or any separate team members, they are going to perform the software testing process. The answer is definitely not the person who created this product. We are going to always maintain separate testing team members. Why? The person who is having knowledge to create the product, can't they test this particular application? What will happen if they are going to test this particular application? Why, guys? Why software developer is not going to test the application? What will happen if they are going to test the application?
They
Anyone
can
can
check as per they can check as per the code. Just only he create the code and he pass the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't analyze just like a tester mode. So
Okay.
tester are available for the breaking the application. What he
Mm-hmm.
built, what he
Okay.
created. So
Good.
yeah,
It is very simple. I'll tell you with a simple example. Let's say I'll ask Annapurna to write a story. Write a story about so and so book or so and so movie. Okay. She is going to complete the overall story and she is going to submit. Now I'm asking same person, hey Annapurna, within your story, what are all the mistakes you did? Same question I'm asking to the same girl, basically. Okay, this question I'm asking to the same girl. What could be the answer from her immediately? There are no
he will tell
mistakes, but
no
there are
mistake.
no
Yeah,
mistakes because if there is a mistakes, why will I write that story? Okay. As per as my point of view, whatever the story I have written, that is correct. That's all right. If you are going to build any product, if you are going to write any story, if you are going to do any work, if someone is going to tell you you are doing mistake, what will happen? No, this is not a mistake, this is correct only. That's why I did is what most of the people, at least I'm telling, okay? Percentage wise. What do you say, guys? Do you guys agree? It's not because they are not at all going to accept their mistake. It's not about that. It's because of their point of view. As per as Vishal point of view, Vishal is correct only. Because of he is feeling correct, that's the reason he developed the product according to the way what he understood. Same thing with Annapurna. When Annapurna is going to develop a product as a developer, whatever the point of view or whatever the understanding she is having on the requirement, according to that understanding she developed the product. Because it's not because of she doesn't refer the requirements or she's not at all following the instruction. It's not about that. The way she understood is different. That's the overall point here. That's the reason generally we are not at all going to give these testing activities to a same developer, because according to his point of view or her point of view, they develop the product already. Now we need some other person who who is not involved in development, who is actually refer the document, and we are going to start a fresh validation on this particular product. That's the reason we are going to give these testing activities to different team members other than developers. Generally, you would have seen this video in the YouTube or Instagram about some funny video. Okay, maybe that is going to be in the same situation actually. Generally, client expectation is creating the car. Okay, client expectation is creating a car. So generally, whenever they are going to explain the requirement, how exactly they are going to explain the requirement. I want a vehicle where, a vehicle needs to have like, four wheels and then, two rows of seats with, steering to drive everything. And the final product outcome they are going to develop is something like this. This is also going to have whatever they said in the requirement, four wheels and, two rows of seats with this. Whose mistake is this? As per the requirement only, they also developed, right? Whose mistake is this? If they are going to develop like this, if client expectation is this, it's purely understanding, right? Understanding gap, right? What do you say, guys? It's not about they are missing the requirements. So expect, especially because of this reason only, most of the time we are going to give this particular testing activities to different team members who haven't involved in development process so that they can directly refer client requirements and they can verify the product according to the client requirement, not according to the developer point of view. Everyone clear why software testing is given to different team members other than
Yeah,
developers?
clear.
This is the overall story. That's the reason generally we are going to maintain compulsory software testing team. If you are not maintaining software testing team, definitely trust me, you are not going to survive in this business for so long, especially in software industry, because it's mandatory to perform quality checks before we are going to deliver the product. Even it's a small product, it's mandatory to maintain proper QA team to verify this whole process. Then why testing is important? Till now we discussed about why we need to give these activities to separate testing team. Now the question is it really required testing? What will happen if I'm not at all going to perform software testing? I'm having super cool developers came from IIT. Is it really mandatory to give to perform testing activities? What will happen if I'm not going to perform software testing? What will happen, guys?
We will not able to provide the quality product with the customer.
Quality product. I'll explain
Yeah.
what is going to happen with simple example, okay? Then you will understand the seriousness of software testing, okay? I'll take a simple example. Generally, you guys, whenever you are going to have, small illness like, cough, cold, whenever you want to get some tablet, where exactly you are going to refer about the tablet information, guys? Where exactly you are going to refer? Obviously, Google, right? What do you say, guys? Nowadays, everything Google, right? Whenever we want to watch movie, we'll open Google and we'll check the reviews. Whenever we want to purchase the product, we are going to follow the reviews. Whenever we want to purchase small toy, we are going to read the reviews and then we are going to purchase. What do you say? You guys agree with me? At least I'm doing that. I don't know about you guys. Let's say, so I'm having, fever or maybe cough. Okay. So I just want to know what is the best medicine or best tablet so I can take for my illness, So I'm just searching. You know about this website, definitely. Everyone know about this website? I'm sure. At least one time you would have used this website, right? Whenever you are going to search, this is the first website you are going to get in Google about tablet information. Let's say I'm going to search with fever. So it is going to give me fever medications, okay? Not only this website, any website, basically. I'm just taking an example, okay? So I'm going to take reference of this particular website to check the medicine details. Let's say now the situation is by mistake, developer updated a wrong tablet name in this particular website. Okay, wrong. So paracetamol instead of paracetamol. This is the example I used to tell most of the time. You know, whenever instead of paracetamol, similar name, because it's a small spelling mistake. As per a software tester or software developer, our side, this is a small spelling mistake only. Instead of paracetamol, if I'm going to update like a parajomol, okay, it's a small spelling mistake. That's all. And then let's say, unfortunately, this is having very good rating, 9.8 rating. Okay, and then now people are thinking, I guess, this is how developers are going to update the fake reviews. Maybe. Let me update like this. Okay. How many reviews now this is having, guys?
4,000.
4,000 reviews. What is the rating out of 10?
9.8.
9.8. And then the tablet name is wrong. What do you feel immediately whenever you are going to refer the website? Oh my God, 4,000 reviews, 9.8 rating. Super. This is the super cool tablet that I can take for my fever. And you are going to purchase that. What is the effect of this, small mistake? Small spelling mistake made by the developer, unfortunately, during the development process. What is the effect of this, small mistake, guys? Spelling mistake. Anyone?
Yeah, after getting that medicine, basically maybe he will not able to purchase the second time. Maybe poison. He will not purchase the medicine tomorrow as well, right? After that taking that medicine,
We don't know that,
that will happen. Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't know.
we
That's
don't
poison,
know.
maybe.
See, it's
Yeah,
how serious it may be, we don't know.
yeah,
Because of small mistake, the entire, we don't know about the person, what will happen
yeah,
to his life, sometimes, maybe life loss, and
yeah.
sometimes because of small
Everything
thing,
gone.
yeah, everything, about this company. If someone is going to shoot this company, whole company gone with
In
one
one day.
spelling
Yeah.
mistake. One spelling mistake is going to, like, ruin everything, right? The entire business, right? What do you say?
Yes, yes.
There are so many incidents like this in our world, right? Now, hope you guys
Hmm.
understand, whether testing is important or not.
Very important.
It's very, 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 very important,
Yeah,
because we don't know one small spelling mistake. Generally people used to tell, whenever we are going to do software testing, we are going to create the defects, right? Generally people used to tell, whenever there is a logic mistake, create a critical defect. Whenever, the small, issue in the feature level, then, minor issue. Whenever there is a spelling mistake, rise, trivial issue like this. But what is the impact of the small spelling mistake here? So serious, right? What do you say? So that's the
yeah.
reason software testing is very, very, very important. Even a small thing, small spelling mistake. That's the reason, especially in banking applications as well as healthcare related application. Each and every small, format, small color difference, because color only going to decide lot of things in medical world. Got it? Yellow color, red color. Definitely you would have know about all these colors, right? In medical terms, red is going to always say danger, and then orange is going to display, refer something. So each and every small thing is very, very, very important. Got it? That's the reason software testing, especially in healthcare related, stuff, we are going to keenly verify each and every small things. No one is going to, even after ChatGPT came into the market, our so many Gemini API came into the market. Still, lot of manual tester. Trust me, like when I used to work in my first project, the total number of software testers one in one single project. Can someone guess how many members will be for one single project? Rough count, anyone? I used to work in one of the banking project, largest banking. Four. Someone is telling four. But you know how many software testers used to work in one project? 2,400 members for one single project. Software testers.
For
2,400
different,
members for
maybe
only one project.
maybe models are different, right?
Yeah, different modules, definitely. Banking system meaning lot of applications will be there. But
Yeah, yeah.
one single project. You know how important software testing is. There are almost 620 members developers, 2,400 member software testers, and then around 300 member support engineers who used to work together. Whenever we are going to gather at one place, it used to be like a small function. It's not like a small function nowadays. There are so many companies. When I worked, there are entire company also not having that much of count, employee count. Okay, so that important it is in some sectors, software testing. Got it? So that's the reason, you don't need any more reasons, basically. This is a simple example to understand how, why software testing is so important in this world. And there are people used to tell you, nowadays, a lot of importance will be given to automation testing. There won't be any more manual testers in future. Manual testing, there is no market at all. I mean, interview wise, yes, whatever they said is correct. But once you are going to enter into the company, trust me, compulsory, you have to do manual testing. Without manual testing, even after so many um, AI tools came into the market, still lot of things we have to do it manually. Because as a human, we can only actually understand the feeling of other human, other client, basically how exactly they are expecting this particular application. Any end user, how exactly they are going to feel whenever they are going to use this particular application is what can be understand by some other human only. Got it, guys? That's the reason automation is very important to save the time only. It's not about to eliminate the people, basically. So testing is very important, either manual or automation. Both the things will be there. And compulsory, we have to do both when it comes to software testing. Then, okay, now we understood what is software testing, what is the importance of software testing. Now, what is manual testing? Because I heard this term manual testing. I heard this term automation testing. What exactly the difference between both, and who is going to do this manual testing? When exactly we are going to do automation testing? All those things. Let's see. Generally, manual testing is nothing but the all the phases of software testing life cycle, like test planning, test development, test execution, and result analysis, even bug tracking and reporting. If you'll be able to complete successfully with the help of human efforts, this is what we are going to call it as manual testing. This is what the definition. Don't worry about definition. I'll explain in detail. What is this? Generally, this manual testing is nothing but whenever you are going to perform software testing in any project, there are different levels basically. We are always going to start with the planning. Planning is very important whenever you are going to start any activity. Let's say Vishal want to travel from, what is the location? Where are you stay? Where do you stay, Vishal?
Lucknow.
Lucknow. So from Lucknow, Vishal want to travel from Lucknow to Hyderabad. So what exactly you are going to do whenever you are planning to travel from Lucknow to Hyderabad?
Yeah,
At
I
least
need to think.
two
Yeah, I
days
need to
before
think. It's
itself
like,
we are going to start, right, the planning part. Okay,
yeah,
I mean, I know you are going to book the ticket. First thing, you are going to take a flight ticket or maybe train ticket or something. Then you are going to plan about the stay. So where do I stay in Hyderabad? And then what are all the people I want to meet? What are all the friends I want to meet? And then where exactly the specific thing that I'm expecting. Maybe you are coming here for some work. So where exactly I have to travel, and how exactly I can travel. All those things you are going to plan. Correct, Vishal?
yes,
Just for one day travel from Lucknow to Hyderabad, you are going to plan so much, right? Definitely, everyone is going to do that.
yeah,
When it comes to software development or software testing process, sometimes months, sometimes years. We are going to do this whole process of software testing. Got it? How much planning is required? How much planning is required, guys? A lot, right? What do you say? We have to plan the resources. We have to plan the requirements, timelines, We have to plan the tools, technologies, lot of things, right? So that's the reason whenever you want to start any software testing, first we are going to start with the planning part. What is the client requirement? What is the client expectation? How exactly we can start the testing part? What are all the different tools we can use? How many resources are having knowledge on these tools and technology? Let's say we are planning to start automation. If you want to start automation, we need some softwares and programming languages. We need some resources who are already having knowledge on all these things. And then we need to plan the timelines. We need to plan the activities, like Vishal is going to take care of this module, Bharat is going to take care of this module, like this much of planning is required, right? That is what test planning is all about. Then test development. Once we are going to plan the activities, then we are going to start designing the test cases. Why we need to write the test cases? Most of the time we are going to spend our time on writing the test cases only, especially as a manual tester. Do you know why we need to write test cases here? I'll tell you with a simple example. Generally, whenever we are going to purchase the groceries from grocery store, we are going to note it down in a piece of paper, right? What are all the groceries we want to purchase? At least in a WhatsApp, we are going to write down all those grocery details, right? Generally, you guys did this thing anytime? Definitely would have done, right? What do you say?
Yeah, regularly we are doing.
Why we are writing all these things? We know, right, already what are all the groceries. Your mom or your
Maybe,
wife already told you, right, what are all the
yeah, maybe
groceries required.
for the forget purpose. If I forget, so I need to again go to market. That's why.
Generally, most of the time what will happen, I'll tell you, at least with my case, whenever we are going to enter supermarket, we are going to have some thought, like, we want to purchase this, we want to purchase this. There are so many situations. If you are not going to note it down, what will happen, once you are going to enter into the supermarket, just because of colorful discount, 50% discount, 70% discount on cool drinks, this lot of things they are going to display, right? Finally, what will happen, finally we'll forget why we came here.
Very handsome man.
Yeah.
We'll purchase all unwanted things, okay? And finally, when you are going to reach your house, then only you'll realize, oh my god, this is what my mom told, but that is what I forgot. Literally, sometimes we are going to purchase, we are going to went to the supermarket to purchase the salt packet, and finally we are going to come up with 5,000 bill with so many unnecessary things. That used to happen, right? Generally, with at least for a few people, this is whole thing will happen just because you haven't noted down before. If you are really noted down the things, what will happen? You can happily concentrate on the things first, the important things, whatever is required. First, you are going to purchase all those things in the list and you are going to tick all those things. Then you can do. I mean, it doesn't mean that, only those things we are going to purchase. After purchasing these things, then you can purchase remaining stuff. If required, if you like it, without forgetting the main thing. Got it? Exactly, that is what we are going to do in software testing also. The whole concept of test development here is, first we are going to note it down. As per the client requirement, what are all the features should be there within the application? What are all the different logics to be implemented within the application? Everything we are going to clearly note it down. And first we are going to start verifying all those things. Apart from that, on fly, definitely we are going to get so many ideas to break this particular application. As Vishal said, our our aim is break the application, so definitely we are going to have so many ideas to break this. All those things also we are going to apply, even though we are not going to write as a test cases. During the testing process, definitely we are going to implement all those things. Got it? But first we are going to concentrate on major part that we have written before. Then once we are going to write the test cases, test execution. Test execution meaning, as per the test cases, we are going to validate the application. and then we are going to identify the results, whether expected result is matching with the actual result written in the test case or not. If not, we are going to create the defects, and then we are going to publish the report. So I have created 100 test cases for 100 features. Out of these, 80 features only working fine, and remaining 20 features are not working fine because of so and so issue. So these are all the defects I have created. Like that, you are going to generate one report and you are going to share it with developer, so that developer is going to check all those defects and they are going to fix it. And even managers also have some idea what is going on. So this is what overall together. I mean, planning, design, execution, result analysis, everything together with a short word, we are going to call it as software testing life cycle. Got it? Why, Bharat, you are explaining these many things just to explain manual testing? There is a relation. That's why, I mean, I'm telling all these stories. Okay, please don't mind. The entire software testing life cycle, like a planning, development, execution, result analysis, definitely so many people are involving here, and lot of effort we have to spend. Correct? Lot of time, lot of efforts, lot of people are going to involve in this whole thing. If you are going to do it manually, the planning, development, execution, result analysis, if you are going to complete every activity manually without using any additional software, then that particular process, we are going to call it as manual testing. Got it, guys? Everyone understood? All these software testing lifecycle activities, if you are going to do it manually without using any software, that is what manual testing is all about. Got it, everyone?
Yeah, got it.
Now, what is automation testing then? Are you going to automate everything like a planning, design, everything? Is it possible to automate everything, guys? Is it possible to automate the planning part?
No,
Is it possible to automate writing the test cases by
no,
thinking and writing the test cases? No.
mm, not
Automation
at
doesn't
all.
mean like, just before I told you, automation doesn't like, mean replacement of manual testing at all. Just to fasten the whole overall process, just to improve the overall process, just to reduce some time, basically. We are going to use automation software's automation process. That's the reason, don't worry. If someone is going to tell you we don't have knowledge on software testing, right? There won't be any manual tester, there won't be any manual testing in future, don't believe at all, because it's not possible to automate everything. Okay, simple. Test planning part, definitely some human resource should be there. No, Vishal only as a lead, they can with the experience, he can understand how much time it will take, who can be like good person to assign for this particular activity, and then how much time it will take, how many issues it may come, all those things. The planning part, definitely some human resource is required. Then development, writing the test cases, it may be manual test cases that you are going to write in English language, or it may be a automation test case that you are going to write in Java programming language. It doesn't matter, whatever it may be, there should be some human resource and human intelligence is required. Correct? To understand the logic and to write the test cases according to that. So this part also, it's not possible to completely eliminate with the help of some automation softwares. Only thing that we can eliminate here is the execution part. Execution is nothing but comparing the expected results versus actual result. Expected result meaning the test case that we have written, the data that we are maintaining with the actual data that is coming from the application. This part only we can actually automate. So finally, the point here is automation testing is nothing but especially the test execution process, the comparison between the actual result and expected result. By using some programming language, we are going to develop some programs. With the help of these programs, we are actually going to compare expected results versus actual results. And then we are going to speed up the overall execution process. That is what we are going to call it as automation testing. With minimal intervention or no intervention during the test execution process is what we are going to call it as automation testing. Just for that only, instead of writing test cases in English language, we are going to use some programming language can be understand by your computer. And then we are going to write all those instructions like, especially when we are going to automate the application by using Selenium and all. So we are going to simply specify that, here in this place, there should be this particular medicine detail should be there. In the second row, rating should be there. Like this, we are going to write in a programming language all those instructions, so that that execution process can be completed by your computer instead of human resource. That is what automation testing is all about. Hope everyone understood the difference, right? Manual testing and automation testing. That's all for today. So until this part, if you have any questions, so please go ahead with your questions. And the people who already completed the registration process, who got the access to this Google Classroom, so my humble request is just download these softwares. Okay, what are all the softwares I provided? All these things, right? Just download and keep it with you. Please don't install any of these softwares. Even though I have provided all the videos and all, so please don't do that. Don't install any of the things. Okay, just for your reference only, just download it and keep it with you. And someone asked about website access and all. So this website access, what you will do is, everyone who already completed the registration process, you can just click on um, downloads. Okay, then immediately it is going to ask you for username and password. Okay, below that there is a option called create account. Okay, just click on this create account. Just fill up your first name, last name, and your email address and phone number, so that we are going to receive the request. Then within a day they are going to approve the request, so that you will get access to all the assignment documents and other stuff, like all the PDF documents, resume, everything you will get access. Hope everyone is clear on that. Correct?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, just sign up for this and then you will get the access. And then remaining Google Classroom links, as I told you, most of the people done the registration just before the session. That's the reason you haven't received the invitation. Maybe by tomorrow afternoon you will receive the invitations, all the remaining people also. So you can just accept and you can just download all this document. Every day, whatever the notes, running notes as well as the PDF documents will be uploaded in notes. Whoever applied for videos, everyday session video link will be uploaded here. The Google Drive link will be uploaded here. You can access your video anytime from any place, any device, by simply logging into this classroom. Got it? uh, any other doubts? Please go ahead, guys. I'm good for the day, and thank you so much for your patience and for your registration. Hope everyone able to follow the session, right? It's not boring, right? First of
Yeah,
all.
no doubt. Yeah, super medicine example very good.
Okay. Any more questions, anyone? Anything?
Yeah, thank you for session.
Thank you, Vishal. Others? Anything? Any doubts or something? Not only chart, I'll always, recommend people to speak, because you have to attend the interview. That is very important, right? Sorry, I forgot one more important thing. Everyone, so please create a GitHub account. Okay. Nowadays, people are keenly looking for GitHub account and the programs if you are going to apply for automation position, right? Just to show some experience in programming, what we'll do is these 3 months, every day, whatever the program that we are going to write, we'll try to upload immediately in a GitHub. So what I will do is, I've already created GitHub repository. Through that GitHub repository only, I'm going to share all the programs. So create a GitHub account, so that you will receive the invitation. So everyday programs you are going to read from my GitHub account, and you are going to write the programs and upload in your GitHub. Okay, this is how you will become a developer. You are going to get the feeling of developer. Whoever is already feeling that, I don't have any real experience, I don't know how exactly projects will work, all those fears will be gone if you are going to start practicing directly in the GitHub. Okay, starting from the first program, we are going to write in our local IDE Eclipse, and then we are going to immediately commit those programs into GitHub, so that you will get that feel initially as a developer. Slowly, you will trust yourself, like, yes, I'm a developer. I'm doing all the development things, is what you have to build yourself so that you are going to, come out of that fear. Got it, guys? Please do create a GitHub account. I'll upload the video. So in the video thing, right now, how to create the GitHub if you are not sure. Okay. Hope that is clear, everyone.
Yes.
Any questions, anyone?
Noted.
Okay, good. Comments or no questions? It's a great. Thank
In
you so
Go-
much,
in
Pranavi.
Yeah, one query. In
Yep.
Google Classroom, you mentioned that GitHub account, how to create the GitHub, or you will
No,
upload
no,
later?
I'll upload now.
Okay, okay.
So you can just follow that and then, yeah. So,
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, hello.
yep.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, this is Mohan here. I have a small doubt. This is the first day I am attending your class, so I am not aware of the link that you guys are speaking about the registration process.
Okay. Basically, like, you have phone number, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Just say hi message to that, they will explain the whole process. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Just say hi and then, you will get complete details about registration fee, everything. Okay.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure. So,
Yeah.
thank you, man. Yeah.
Yeah, hi, Bharat. I gave the request for that application, that website.
That,
But
yeah. Don't worry. I mean, they will take care. Don't worry.
okay.
We have 3 months. Okay. This is just the
Yeah,
first
no
day.
problem. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Yeah.
Any more questions, guys? I can expect everyone speak, everyone ask more questions. That is the way you're going to learn more. Okay. Instead of chatting and, sending comments. Okay.
Yeah,
If there are no
No
questions,
questions for
yeah,
now.
about the requirement part, you will cover everything in from the SGLC, right? Only
everything.
basic idea, I think, cover in the that today. What?
Yes, this is just introduction,
Oh,
brother.
okay. Yeah.
Today
Okay.
and tomorrow. So don't worry about that.
Yeah. No problem. Okay.
Uh, okay. Yeah. That's all from my end today. If you don't have any questions, I'm also good from my side. And thank you so much for your time. See you tomorrow with some more interesting things. Okay. Bye,
Thank you, Bharat.
guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.
The recording has stopped.